Hi, and welcome to my part 3 of the Great Guitar Build-Off Unofficial. Thank you very much for everybody who has subscribed and has been watching and doing comments. I appreciate it very much. This is a lot of fun, and hopefully we're all having a good time. So go ahead, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and you'll get all the installments and be able to see as this guitar comes together and what I'm going to do. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, what I'm trying to do now is actually create a few blanks for necks. So, and when I say necks, I mean fretboard. So I have some choices here where I have, let me see, the Purple Heart. Haven't seen a Purple Heart fretboard, but it's very pretty and it would kind of go along with the whole theme that I'm doing. So I figured that might be a good idea. We could also do the Patagonian Rosewood, which is right over here, which I already had some made up, but I figured might as well get a few of them out of the way, get everything dimensioned and cut to do these. And then I also did a little bit of maple. Now this isn't bird's eye, this is flame, this is regular maple, and I was able to get at least, I should be able to get two fretboards out of that. Now typically when I'm doing my fretboards, I would typically cut them through the bandsaw. I lose less wood that way. The kerf on the regular table saw is much thicker, and I end up losing a little more wood. Whereas sometimes I can get 3 neck fretboard blanks out of a piece of wood. When I do on the table saw, I can usually only get 2 because I'm losing more wood. Until I get an upgraded bandsaw, then I think for this time being, it's a lot easier to do it with the table saw. The bandsaw that I have sometimes will, I don't know, it kind of makes it a little wavy. It's a lot of work cleaning it up afterwards. Even putting a fence on the bandsaw. The blade's not too thick. And again, I'll end up upgrading in the next month or so. Just waiting. And you can see from the amount of work that's going on here, it gets pretty messy. So I'm not sure exactly at this point what I'll be doing. I want to lay them out. I want to, after this, we'll be planing them. And I want to see how it looks. I want to see how each piece looks, match it up with the neck and see how it looks. And then I can kind of make a choice or get a couple out of place. Comments are great. Anything you guys want to say might help out. Typically what I would do is draw out my fret slots on the fretboard. I just picked up the Stewmac fret saw jig along with the pins. It has a pin in it, and it has the stainless steel template that you can run the pin against. So I got that for a 25.5 and a 25 inch. They give you 2 on either side setups for sawing the frets. So this should be a lot easier, a lot quicker, less work on my behalf. So I'm kind of excited about that. I'll be able to basically take all of these and plane them out, get them ready, and I can actually start to actually put fret slots in all of these if I was to do like a 25 inch scale, 25.5 inch scale. which is what I'm doing for Great Guitar Build-Off and the stuff that we're doing right now. Pretty simple. I did also, which I'll be showing, I got in a new Floyd Rose. The one I had been showing, or just at least getting some measurements off of, was from a previous Ibanez that I had. And so I wanted to order a brand new Floyd Rose, unused, right from the package. And that way I'll have exactly what I need. So it does get messy. So after this, we're on, and we're going to be moving on to planing, and we'll see how that goes. All right. Okay, so now we're going to plane each one of these boards, as you can see. Since they were all cut on the table saw, they're roughly the same thickness. But we want to make sure that they're nice and planed level and get rid of any of those cut marks and to make it look good. So typically what I'll do, and you can watch and see here, is I will run them through one by one and just very slightly lower the cut each time, just to take a little off. I found with the rosewood, when I was doing it before, with any of them really, that if you take too much off at once, sometimes you get these chip outs. So I just try to do it very slowly, and I run each one through one by one, and I leave it at the same level. So I won't do all of the Purple Heart first, get it down to size. I won't do all the rosewood. I'll actually follow through and do each one individually, one after another, and get through all 6 of these. Now what I'm looking for is roughly 1/4 inch thickness. So for instance, I have one right here. I take a nice measurement off of this. It's 2.49, just about 1/4 inch exactly. And then from there, once I get close and I'm right there at 1/4 inch, I'm done. Then we move on to cutting the slots. So I'll kind of take a couple, get them into a little bit of a size. I'll feed it through the new Stewmac jig that I have for cutting fret slots, and I'll start cutting the slots on at least one of each of these so I can see how they look, how it feels. And after that, we're off to sanding the radius. And I think for this one, I was considering doing a 12-inch radius, but since I'm doing this Super Strat kind of Floyd Rose, some really heavy guitar pickups from DiMarzio, I'm thinking maybe I'll just do a 16-inch radius, which is typically what like an Ibanez would do. It's a flatter radius, more for shredding, typically what I like. So I'm going to do the 16-inch radius on these and make it call it a day. So go ahead and watch off and see what's going on. It's important to start with a center line, something we can base our template off of. So, sometimes I just bring it over the edge so I can see it better. And I also have it drawn out where my nuts would be. So it gives me something to go off of as well. There. That's one idea for doing inlays where everything should be. Get it end up there. Center line. That's how it would look. Alright, time to get some inlays in, so get some inlays in and then do the radiusing. Or I could do the radiusing after. I'll tell you now. But I'll do it here. Do the radiusing. I also like to do the fretting while on the neck, but I might try it differently this time. Okay, so here we are at the end and of this video at least, and I'm just showing that you can see that this is how I got my inlay. I actually went on the computer, Adobe, and did out what I wanted. There's some extra pieces over here, but you can see the tracing and what I wanted. And all I did was basically put that together and plop it over the top, and started doing what I need to do to clean those up and get the inlays in. So I have, this is the rosewood, this is the purple heart. So at this point, I'm still deciding which one I should use. So that's where you guys come in. I wanted to know what you thought on either using the rosewood or particularly the purple heart. Now, I am going for a kind of alien theme, and that's a lot to do with, so I have the green pickups, I have some green knobs I'm going to use, and I'm trying to follow this whole theme, okay? So whatever somebody thinks. Now here's the neck. You can kind of see, well, I still haven't cut off the end of this. This is actually much longer than it needs to. You can kind of see what the purple heart would look like. And you can also see what the rosewood. I'm not going to tell you what I'm kind of leaning towards. I know what I kind of like, but leaving it open, trying to see if I can get some feedback and see where we go with this. All right, so from here, as soon as the fretboard's chosen, which one I want to do or where I'm going to go with this, then I'll immediately start getting this neck finished up. Put the truss rod in, put the fretboard on, radius of fretboard, put the stainless steel frets on, get the heel all done out so the right size, and then it will just be doing the body from then on until the end when I do the headstock and stuff. So tell me what you think. Now again, go ahead, subscribe, follow along, you know, hit that like button if you like it, and it's just great being a part of this. Want to see more people contributing and you know, giving some comments and telling me what they think. Till next time, see ya.